Just to know, I won't be speaking, so pray neither someone gets here.
Oh, one sec. Good evening and welcome to Oireachtas Television. I am your host, Niamh McNamara. Hello and welcome. I ran a 5K today, so proud of myself. Dan, your PMs are on the screen. There we go. We are stepping into Dáil question time as I'm just double checking if a candidate can run for Lash Cion Corla without being present in the chamber. I would assume. Now, I'll need some input from others here because the standing orders, well, they don't specify, so I assume he can. But he can't take the oath, so he can't assume the office. But he can run for it, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, from what I know, the precedent is always you can like be given the vote, but you know.
Right, yeah. I'm just... Well, the Dáil has decided to postpone the election themselves until Brian can give his own speech, whatever, and can be present to actually assume the office. I think Victoria O'Callane said something very true. We're seeing a very diverse Dáil in the sense of the people in it and the lack of people in it, because we have our two benches at the back are completely empty and the opposition bench has two people on it. Now, this reminds me of the times when Fianna Fáil were in government before. So maybe they bring a lack of political activity with them. Maybe they scare off the opposition, but or it's just Fine Gael laziness, which would we be surprised? We have no Green Party anymore. Very sad. However, what's the other party? We do have the Social Democrats on the bench. Where is Labour? Labour have not shown up. They have appointed their two TDs, obviously Selwyn and someone called Danny Boy, a Labour veteran. And yeah, that is what we have. That's Wagwaning here. Not really much going on. Question time is usually quite boring. So Dan, have you done the announcement? There seems to be not many people here.
I've done the announcement, so.
Oh.
RT has since hit rock bottom since I stopped talking.
Right now, I have only had one bill tabled to me, and it is the. Let me get that Trello back up because I forget. It is the Contracts and Covenants Bill, written by Donald, TD for Fianna Fáil, Minister of Business, Enterprise and Innovation. And I haven't read it, I've only looked at the formatting of it, but I assume it's about businesses and contracting and how to legally go about that. Um, so yeah, but other than that bill, we haven't seen anything from any other members of the Oireachtas. Just yesterday, Oswald was claiming that the opposition needs to be active and legislate themselves and work across the chamber. There has been no bills tabled by Fine Gael, one bill by Fianna Fáil. So they're the stats. Oh, there we go. We have one of the Labour TDs showing up late. Danny boy. We have Eamon not here today, the Taoiseach. And the bench seems quite gappy. I don't know why they can't just all sit in the second row. But, yeah, here we are. Fine Gael reduced to one TD, who, by the looks of things, is going to... Oh, no, he's just risen there. I'm chewing my words. Oh, or did he accidentally jump? Oh, no, there he goes. Asking a question now. First, well, I don't know, but first time this term speaking in the Dáil. Starts with Gramahakat, Cian Corda.
More manners than Oswald,
Big
it seems.
pause. Mm. So he might have had an aneurysm because he has seemingly stopped speaking. Maybe his copy and paste broke, or he is writing it as we speak. Oh, there he goes. My question to the Taoiseach is, how does he plan to tackle the British threat coming to our border with tanks coming into Irish territory? And Taoiseach has risen. Well, first, by being active, something it is clearly seems some people in this Dáil can't accomplish as a jab at the opposition benches. Can't negotiate with ghosts now, can we? So the Taoiseach emphasising the importance of activity, both on the front line and in the chamber. My Minister for Foreign Affairs is making an amazing headway on that mission right now, and not only do I have the confidence in him, I have the utmost belief in his work, much of which has been going on. Be nice to know what some of that work is, but we've been told by Taoiseach that work is happening. We have, I assume he meant begun, work on these discussions, and our simple work is better. Irish interests will be defended. Very definitive statement there from Taoiseach. Maybe that gives us a little bit of an insight into what these negotiations look like. As far as I'm concerned, this humiliation of an opposition has lost any and all right to act like they care about the Republic when they have an attendance rate of what will be 15% after this. Wow, another jab at the opposition from Taoiseach today. is really going for it right now. A call from Mr. Sunday saying they hate our democratic institutions. And Taoiseach says again, I'll invite them to the peace celebration after we win our future back, though I'm not a bad sport. So there we go. Taoiseach on peace negotiations. And we have no one rising for Taoiseach questions because there are only 2 members of the opposition sat in the chamber with us today, which is appalling and hasn't been seen for 2 terms. And we are agreeing to move on. Let me double check what we're moving on from. Matthew move. Ministerial questions we're moving to. What minister is this? I apologize. The first question, has the work begun on any policies? Sure who asked in this, but sure we'll find out. Business appears to be lacking in recent times. What is Jessie doing with the B-tools? Oh no, I think she's Pamifying. I think we're getting real-time Pammed. So I believe this question was from a government minister to the Minister for Business. It's probably one of the highest rates of government same bench questions to each other. I don't know why they're asking each other these questions. Surely they speak about that in their cabinet meetings. However, here we are. And then I'll read out what Minister for Business Trudons is saying. Oh, so he's not a minister, but he's sat on the minister's front bench. Right. You do. We're introducing activity checks and my new Contract and Covenants Act in the next few days. I'll invite Donald to speak about that act up here at some point. Anyways, I will also be complementing our PFG by meeting with the National Union of Journalists to facilitate our free market workers' paradise. And an affirmation from Minister for Business Trudon to trust the plan. And the Cian Corla portrait next to Eamon McGraw's has been Pamified, as is expected under Jessie Fartmore's reign. And we have this seemingly front bench non-minister, PD, rising again to face a question to his own government members. His next question is to the Minister of Justice, which is Mr. No, it's not Mr. Sunday. I don't know who it is. I can check. Or can I? Did I? Yeah, I can. Oh, it is the Taoiseach. The Taoiseach is the Minister of Justice, which is Francis Butler Yeats. Beautiful Francis with his monstrance Eucharist chain. No, what is it? It's not monstrance. I googled it yesterday. Oh, I don't know. I don't really care. I had a jam donut earlier and I squirted all the jam on my white shirt. So, as you can imagine, I'm not in the best of moods. We have seen our justice sector beginning to live again. I mean, I left the court server because I don't really like Roblox courts. Bit odd. My question is there any plans to rejuvenate our court service once more? Oh, court service more. Well, the typical approach to increasing the number of barristers is bar transfers. However, I'm not sure where we're going to be transferring bars from these days. Typically, it's Gibraltar or Canada or Sovs. Not anymore. So happy 4th of July, Patriots. You're enjoying your barbecue or your fireworks. And is it possible that the current Attorney General, Valorist, is to be replaced? Why would that be? Maybe because he's president of like the press council or something? Domestic barristers, right. So he's not talking about bar transfers. Oh, Reginald has been Pamified. And the Taoiseach is responding, Cian Corla, as Minister for Justice, my main concern is stabilising and bringing progress to our judiciary. I have committed to filling the needed seat in the High Court to speed along cases and get barristers the active judicial circuit they deserve. I will make that promise a reality. And with that, my Bar Council reform, probably the most innovative reform to hit the Ministry of Justice in months, will be to renovate how barristers interact with the ministry. In short, Cian Corla, this is going to be 2 months of judicial excellence. And as for the Attorney General, why I cannot comment fully about it at this time, I'm preparing to work with Well, basically, he said he can't comment about the um, the Attorney General's position, which implies it's unsafe, and he will probably be replaced in the coming days. Uh, that's a bit like, what is it, fucking Rachel Reeves and Keir Starmer there. Who's turn? Oh, it's Dom.
No, I will know. It doesn't necessarily mean. It doesn't necessarily mean he's getting fired because there was the hint there that he might join the High Court instead. But it may be seen as a promotion to him. I'm not sure. But
Do you know
it
something I don't?
no, but blah blah said that it was moved to the High Court. It might be a move to move a move to get Valeris out of the Attorney General position because they might have someone they prefer more or something like that. I mean, personally, I would see it as a promotion because the High Court is a far more secure position, whereas the Attorney General you can just be dismissed.
Anyways, I don't know. Is that another question here from? We really could have gone home by now. Like, I could have had the place locked up. How will these activity checks be conducted to make sure that there isn't false positive Oh, Brian O'Kearney has rocked up to the chamber late. Let me just mark Brian here. I'll be handling activity checks with a list of agents working with the Chief Registrar. This is from Minister for Business, Enterprise and Innovation, True Donald. And for online work, I will give them an ultimatum. They have to be essential workers now. Though the business department is getting doged. Patriots of a New Ireland. I will make the inactives useful again for the community, and that is a promise. I motion to move and go ahead with Brian's nomination for last Ceann Comhairle.
Oh, why didn't you update my message and everything? Now I've got to go back and change it again. This terrible day for democracy.
I mean, whether you like Brian O'Kearney or not, this can't be stopped, as only two members of the opposition decided to show their faces today. Lots of shouting for Brian O'Kearney now.
I would sing his praises, but you already heard me do that a lot yesterday, so
That we did. Pardon me, that was disgusting. But also, right.
half the government not even voting will be a very incredibly funny thing to me. Oh, forgive Sunday. He was trying to send me a my letter template. We can forgive him. Am I right in saying that even Fine Gael also so yeah, Fine Gael also voted in Tar.
No, they abstained because they were AFK.
Oh, never mind. I thought there was more than 9 deputies in the chamber for the government. Well, Francis is proposing a motion. Nothing good ever comes out of these. Is what I would say if it was a year ago when he tried to censor me. Oh, I guessed it as well.
Well,
well, okay, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for attending. Bye bye. And that session, I just want to say that session went on for way longer than it should have done. That could have
So
been,
long.
that could have been a 15, no, even a 10-minute session, or a 5-minute session even if you really want to. But